Hey East fans, welcome to Before the Bounce, a special edition for round 5 as we celebrate the first ever AFLW Indigenous round. Lib, must be looking forward to being a part of that one.
Yeah, super excited. As we know, footy is more than just a game, and this is the first ever round, Indigenous round in the AFLW competition. So it's going to be super exciting, and I just think we're so proud to be a part of, this special movement.
Yeah, and this is the first year that all 14 teams have an Indigenous Guernsey. Ours is designed by Crystal Petresky. It is a pretty special one. You must be looking forward to running out in that.
Yeah, I think it's the best one out of all the clubs. But wow, it's so special, and like every detail on here, you could spend hours just going through it, and everything's got meaning, which I think is super special.
Yeah, she's done an amazing job at designing this, Crystal. It tells her own story. It also recognises both her and Alicia Newman with the hands there, all the boys, Indigenous players, and of course, every single one of these dots is representing one of the girls' players, so that must be a nice one as well.
Yeah, we just can't wait to wear it. It's a beautiful jumper, and Crystal is so talented at what she does, and yeah, it's a shame that she can't be with us this weekend, but we'll be wearing the jumper, and hopefully that can bring a smile to her face.
A couple of girls that will be wearing the jumper this week are Kate Hoare and Sinead Goldrick, who are massive inclusions. I think they were probably both in All-Australian contention after the first 3 games. Missed last week, but you must be looking forward to having them back.
Yeah, Kate is amazing up forward. As we know, she wins the ball and she's got a really quality finish on her. And Goldie, she's just been great at rebounding the footy out of defensive 50. So, and she's also great at offense. So we're going to be really looking forward to having those two back.
Yeah, I think we missed them both big time last week in a 13-point loss against the Western Bulldogs, where we were probably the better side for a lot of the day. At one point, we had 20 inside 50s to 1 at one stage in the second quarter. Just couldn't capitalise. We ended up down at half-time. Is that going to be a major focus to get that efficiency a little bit stronger this week?
Yeah, we're really disappointed with the way we use the footy, particularly from the midfield to the forward line. So, we were extremely gutted and disappointed with that loss because we did have control of the game for most of the 4 quarters. We just couldn't get the score on the board, and I think that rippled through the whole ground across the game.
Yeah, so that connection going forward is going to be important. But as we've spoken about in recent weeks, when you put so much energy into attack, it often leaves the back line a little bit vulnerable, which you were on the receiving end a little bit. Bulldogs kicked 6 goals from their 19 inside 50s. We managed just 2 goals from 38, so double the inside 50s. Tough job for a defender at the moment. Yeah,
it was really tough on the weekend. I think we found that we were so attacking but didn't get the result, that we were sort of out of position in defence, and it meant the ball came down really fast to the defensive lineup. We needed to definitely be better on the weekend as a defensive group, but in the end it's a whole team defence, and we really need to slow that ball down earlier.
It was a little bit of a similar story the week before, where North kicked 8 goals from their 24 inside 50 entries against us. But a side who kept North goalless last week was Collingwood, and that is our opposition this week. They're 4-0. They're an informed team, aren't they?
Yeah, they're full of confidence. They're full of energy. You can see that they're backing each other on the field every time they play. So we'll be looking to pop that bubble for them.
A dangerous forward that you're going to have to keep an eye on is Chloe Malloy. So she this week could become the first AFLW player to ever kick a goal in 8 consecutive games. She's currently tied with Taylor Harris on 7. Hopefully we can stop that. But it's their midfield that I want to talk about, because they're really quite dangerous. Britt Benici, Bree Davey, they're the only girls in the comp that have had over 30 disposals in a game this year. They've also got Jamie Lambert, Steph Chiocci. Hard to stop, aren't they?
Yeah, they're a really powerhouse midfield, but equally we've got a powerhouse midfield as well, one of the best in the competition. So we're just going to have to really shut down their uncontested possessions, I think.
Last week our clearances were 32-15, so we were all over the Dogs in the centre. Paxie's in unbelievable form, as always. Maddie Gay has been a really important inclusion, and Tyler Hanks, she's polled coaches' votes every single week so far. So yeah, that dynamic's going well, isn't it? Yeah,
definitely. They're working really well together, and as you could see by the stats, we killed the Western Bulldogs midfield. Again, we just didn't capitalise on them. So, our goal this week is to really make sure that we've got energy in our offence and attack so that we can provide the best opportunity for our forwards.
We're getting plenty out of Lauren Pearce and Eden Zanker in the ruck as well. Now, have you got anything for the fans to look out for this week?
Definitely our accuracy in front of goal. We really want to be able to capitalise this week. So when we get the opportunity, we're going to turn around, go for goal, and it's going to go through the 2 big sticks.
2 goals, 12 last week, so it's an important one to improve on. I'll back the girls in to do a good job. For me, it's marking the ball. It's a very basic stat. It sounds quite silly to even mention it, but the Dogs actually outmarked us 51-31 last week, the only real stat that they dominated in. And that sort of reflects that uncontested ball and the control of the game. So I think we'll want to improve on that, but also just the fundamentals. We dropped some quite simple marks in the end, both down back and up forward, a little bit to do with reading the conditions and handling the breeze. So hopefully we can improve our marking of the ball. We do have Collingwood, we mentioned that.
Yeah.
But of course, it was last week that you predicted on this very show that we would have Collingwood. Any predictions going forward? We seem to be able to tell the future here.
Oh, I don't know, but hopefully Alyssa Bannon can get an uprising star.
That'd be a nice one. She's due for a couple of goals, and we love watching her celebrate. Lib, we haven't kicked the first goal yet all season. Could we finally do it this week?
This week's the week. It's going to happen.
Very good. Well, 3:10 p.m. down at Victoria Park against the Pies. Good luck for that one.
Thanks. Bring it on.
Thanks for watching Before the Bounce. We hope to see you next week.